Gloria Starr here again, and our session today as an image and style consultant is about men. Yes, your man needs my help, and he needs your help as a new image consultant. So when we work with male clients, they have a very different philosophy about clothing than women. They want to go to the store, get it all, and get out in 33 minutes or less. They are willing to buy anything and everything you tell them, and they want to get it all that day. A woman, on the other hand, wants to meander through, enjoy the colors and the designs, and maybe pick up a piece here and go back next week, or she liked it today but she's going to buy it tomorrow. Very different shopping psychology. I have found when I shop with men, prior to the shopping, of course, I do their color analysis. Now, instead of draping them with my arm around them from behind, I'm holding up the pieces up here so that I don't appear to be hugging them. And of course, that's very important in a corporate business situation. Senior executives all the way to the top, color is equally important to them as it is to women. Now, 1 out of every 10 men is colorblind, so he may not see the difference between black, navy, red, or purple. It will all register the same. Ironically, when I started in this business, I finally realized that my own father was colorblind, because I'd seen him as a child wear navy, red, and purple all in the same outfit. I thought he had bad taste. He just couldn't see the difference. Luckily, I have a good color eye because my mother was a professional photographer and watercolor artist, so she gave me, through heritage, a great color eye. For men's clothing, you want to think in terms, again, of fewer items of higher quality. One of the very best dress shirts on the market, I think, is Nordstrom's with the gold black band around it. It's very affordable, it's a beautiful Egyptian cotton, and it's nice. For men buying shirts, we will know that a pure white dress shirt is the highest quality and the best color choice for a corporate look. So pure white, nice collar, lots of stitches per inch, beautiful pearl buttons, and of course a full-length sleeve. If you want to kick it up a notch, gentlemen, add those cufflinks. Women love a man wearing cufflinks. It's quite dashing, but of course you have to be the type. You can grow into that type, don't forget. All right, so white is your highest level of dressing authority, and then it might be a blue shirt. So in a company such as Hunt Oil, Hunt Refining, for their business attire, which is casual, they might wear a pair of khaki trousers with a blue shirt, nice high-end belt, and black shoes. So if you wear black shoes, you need to wear a black belt. Another option is going to be that you could wear a burgundy belt and burgundy shoes, which they technically call Cordova. Usually your socks are the same color as your shoes rather than the same color as your trousers, although that is a variable. So we have a white shirt, then we have a blue shirt, then we have a striped shirt, and then we have a colored shirt. We also have one where it will have contrasting colors and cuffs, and that's very high-end. But again, that's for a different type of debonair man. It's not the casual man next door look. Gentlemen, if you never remember anything else about what I taught you, you will want to take off that hat when you walk into a building. Women, on the other hand, can and should and must wear the hat that they have on. If it's a fashionable hat, if it's a warm, cozy winter hat, yes, the hat comes off. So after our different levels of shirts, then we have some of the colored shirts, which I have in front of me today. This gold shirt is not corporate, but it's a nice upscale weekend kind of look or a business casual day. The fabric is nice. It's a twill, meaning it doesn't have any shine or sheen to it, and it's quite wrinkle-free, which is important. Yes, you can do your own laundry, and yes, you can iron your shirts, but you could also send them out. So this shirt here has a medium collar span. If you have a medium throat, and people have throats, chickens have necks, this medium span right here works for a medium spanned throat. If you have a wide throat, you could wear a wide collar span or a medium. because you don't want your throat to look wider or short and thick, but this would work here. Now something like this, which picks up the color of the shirt, works for a nice look. When you tie a tie, you can tie a 4-in-hand, a Windsor, and a half Windsor. When you're getting dressed, the smaller this knot is, the more formal the look is. Now, if it's a thick fabric for the tie, it makes it more difficult to tie a thinner knot. Ideally, you want not only a thin knot, but you want that dimple right in the middle of the tie. Then I know that you know how to tie a tie properly. The proper length for a tie is that the bottom of the tie needs to go to the bottom of the belt buckle and not tucked into the belt, and certainly not flapping around on the extra basketball tummy you've acquired in our abundant society. So have some fun with it, but follow the rules. Men love getting dressed up because it brings them bonus points, and they certainly generally know what to wear for business, where their downfall and challenges is often in business casual and weekend kind of wear. Prior to going into that, I would like to point out to you some of these beautiful ties. These ties are a takeoff on some of the Da Vinci line of ties, which of course are Italian, and the difference is the price point. These ties, although they look like Da Vinci, they tie beautifully, they feel like silk. This is not, and it's a very affordable tie, and this tie has a printed on pattern, meaning it's not woven into the fabric, making this tie very affordable, and it's still a nice tie, and it looks expensive, and it was just a few dollars. This tie, on the other hand, whether you like it or not, I'm going to tell you, is the most expensive tie, along with this tie on the table. Now, both of these ties here are actually woven into the fabric. The pattern is woven in. Now, these ties are ideally suited to a man who is autumn because of the colors, because of the texture and the design pattern. These are not corporate ties. This is a smart tie, but only appropriate for autumns in a business casual. And of course, these ties pick up the shirt. Ties are fairly timeless. However, the men's fashion cycles go in periods of 7 years, which means that in those 7 years, their suits widen and narrow at the lapels. They have 1 button, 2 button, 3 button, or 4 button, or double breasted. The back of the suit has a single vent, 2 side vents, or no vents. The pockets either have the pleats or no pleats, and the trousers will either have the cuff or no cuff. So that's what happens to suits in 7 years. So don't go out and buy all your suits at once. They'll all wear out at once. And you must never buy your ties without having your suit jacket there. Because even if you have a black suit, there are many undertones to black, such as red or purple, or even navy. And color plays havoc with your sense of it if you don't have the item with it you're going to match it. With ties, ties also widen and narrow. You know your tie is correct for you when the width at the widest part of the bottom of the tie is as wide as the widest part of your lapel. Then you know everything is balanced. Don't skimp on your belt. Spend a lot of money on your belt and on good shoes too, and use shoe trees. So that's just a few quick tips for men. One other thing I just can't resist telling you, as an image consultant, you may have to take your man in and get those eyebrows waxed. If he's doing the unibrow, you just got to wax that right off. And of course that applies to nostrils and ears as well. So have fun. This is your dream career, image consulting by Gloria Starr, and I'm thrilled and proud to have you in my training class.